I am so happy to have you here, my dear friend, with me. How are you today?
I am gorgeous because I'm talking to you, and thank you so much for having me here, Catherine. I really appreciate it.
It's my absolute pleasure. My absolute pleasure. Um, we will talk about something which is very interesting to me because I come from a heart space, but I would like you to share with us what is actually soulful empowerment.
Hmm. Okay, so when I say soulful empowerment, I'm actually packing it up with a lot of energy and wisdom. And um, you might have noticed, and I mean, we are going through the same roller coaster like everybody else. We all are facing challenges in our life.
Mhm,
And it's so easy to get bogged down. It's so easy to feel defeated. It's so easy to find, giving up is easy,
mhm,
or maybe just getting used to it and just kind of going with the flow, and feeling like we are unlucky, or we don't deserve it, all those things. But that is not true. So
exactly.
these are just labels that the world has given us. We are not these labels at all.
Mhm,
And these are not just empty words. I can say that because in my journey, you know I am a single parent. Well, now my kids are all grown up, so they're not kids anymore. But I have been through abuse. I have literally, um, been, as my friends used to say, you're in the pits, you cannot go any lower.
mhm,
You only have to
mhm,
come up. I have experienced all that. And then, as a single parent, also, I left the country I was born in. I
mhm,
moved to another country. And everybody knows when we migrate, we go through our own challenges. But I literally moved I borrowed $500 from my parents. That's how I started. And then bringing up, two daughters on my own,
mhm,
establishing myself in this country. It has been a journey and a half, but
mhm,
I can say one thing: the more I got in touch with who I am, the more I started accepting all these difficulties and challenges as something to help me look within,
mhm,
do some inner work, do some soul searching,
mhm,
and then figure out what was going on and how I could turn it around. I don't believe in blame game,
mhm,
because it's the easiest thing to do, but it
mhm,
doesn't take us anywhere.
mhm,
It's just a stagnant energy, that we need to do something about. We need to move. So when I say soulful empowerment, I really am talking about all that inner work that we can do, the challenges. And those challenges can be anything from relationship challenges to accepting ourselves as who we are
mhm,
and standing in our authentic light.
mhm.
That is such a big part of our journey. All of us are discovering who we are so we can shine bright. And when we shine bright, we inspire others to do the same.
Mhm.
So we all shine bright. There is no competition, nothing like that.
We just need to be aware of that, right?
Yes. So, in my own journey, and that is what I do, what I talk about, it is not something that, comes from bookish knowledge.
Mhm,
It's literally life experience.
mhm,
When you get beaten up from all sides,
mhm,
you have nowhere else to look, but, you find that strength inside of you.
mhm,
So, it's a journey. It's a lot of unlearning what we
mhm,
have learned, and then bringing that self awareness in so that acceptance can step in. And
mhm,
once acceptance comes in, lo and behold,
mhm.
we know who we are. And then we are not hiding, we are not trying to um, suppress our true identity. And once we do that, then we are the shining stars that we are born to be.
And you definitely are a shining star. I'm familiar with your life story. And I have to say, you have an admirer here because the way you did things, it's just incredible. And I want to congratulate you on everything and every step you took was so powerful. When everyone hears this, it's just really an empowerment that we really can change our lives. You definitely inspired me, that's for sure. And I'm so grateful to share this space with you and to show people based on your life experience and more than 25 years of working experience in soul-led businesses, you are leading the way. And that is why I'm so grateful to have you here today.
Oh, honey, I am grateful for you. I mean, we are helping each other shine, right? So
Exactly.
thank you so
Um,
much. Thank you for the love.
my pleasure, dear.
I love you
Uh,
too.
well, when we talk about soulful empowerment, I mean, today's world is very challenging, as you said. But what is the most important?
I find it is more valid in today's world
Mm-hmm.
because all of us are in like a rat race.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is running. We don't know where we are running, what we want to achieve, because there's no higher ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone is like, there's a competition. Everyone is trying to do better than the other person, because with all the internet and everything now, things were different a decade ago, or more actually, before the internet came. Now it is all about, there's a competition. You see someone doing well and immediately you start comparing yourself and you feel, I'm not doing that well. What do I do? And instead of using that as an example, using that as inspiration,
Mm-hmm.
we start looking at ourselves in that light of lack. We
Exactly.
start looking at where we are lacking, what we don't have, because we are comparing ourselves to other people.
Mm-hmm.
Though I must say, we all have something to contribute, we all
Mm-hmm.
have our unique gifts. And it is only once we get in touch with those gifts. It's very interesting because most of the time people don't even know what their gifts are.
Yeah.
It's like you get a job because you have bills to pay, you have to survive. So we are all in that survival race.
And then we become a part of a system and lose ourselves, right?
Yeah. And the gifts that we have, sometimes people, they don't tap into that. And when they don't tap into that,
Mm-hmm.
then those are like some things they wished they were able to do at a
Exactly.
later
And
time in
then
life.
they regret.
Then they regret. And the regret doesn't do anything. It just pulls us. It's like a downward
Mm-hmm.
whirlwind.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it just pulls us down
Mm-hmm.
more, because then we start thinking, my whole life I spent doing this. I was working for someone else. All that energy I could have used for my own work, or
Exactly.
to bring this thing out in me, the gifts that I have, but they're not aware of it. So
Exactly.
um, I kind of, and I know, when you talk about energy and all, some people understand, but it's more of they feel it is something that is out of their comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
Energy is
Mm-hmm.
something that we know there is, but we don't know how to pinpoint. We don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
And then we also, and this is very interesting, because when we do anything to do with energy, when we talk about it,
Mm-hmm.
we try to do that in hushed tones. We
Mm-hmm.
don't want other people to know that we
Mm-hmm.
are getting some kind of help or assistance or something. But secretly, most of the people are getting that help. They just don't want to
I
share
know.
it.
That's, that's why I asked. Because someone has to say, hey guys, you're not alone. And we know that you're getting help.
Yes, yes. And there's
I
nothing
do.
wrong with that,
I do have help. I mean,
Yeah,
we tend to be trapped in our minds, trying to find a way through the mind power, but actually, our soul and heart power are much more, you
yes,
know, in alignment with our purpose. And you're actually helping people to get to the right path, to the path of their purpose, right? Tell us
yeah.
a little bit about your business, how you are helping people.
So my business's name is Kindred Souls.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a little zing to the souls. So it's Kindred, and then souls has a Z in it or a Z in it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and this is very interesting because I used to, and I still, I mean, I connect with the angelic realm and
Mm-hmm.
archangels and whatnot. So this is how the name was given to me, and it's very interesting. It was on a bus ride. So I was thinking of starting a business because I was doing this, but it was not a formal company or something I had.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I used to do it to help people,
Mm-hmm.
and I used to do these free readings for people.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought, I have to formalize this. There has to be a company.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking, what do I do? What name? What name? And immediately I get Kindred Souls. And I'm like, okay, I will have to go on GoDaddy and see if that domain name is available.
Uh-huh.
So it's very interesting because without the Z, I wouldn't have gotten anything because it's a very common name, Kindred Souls, I mean, two words that are very common. But this is how the name was given. So I obviously there is somebody out there, looking after that. And I will share with you just in a moment how that helps as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I put this company together,
Mm-hmm.
I had not even dreamt about leaving my corporate job or, leaving the service industry, the hospitality industry that I come from. I had not even dreamt about leaving that. I just
Mm-hmm.
thought because I'm helping people, this is something I'll do on the side.
Mm-hmm.
But then things changed and I completely got into it to the point that I left all that and I just devoted all my energies to this. This is my calling. It gives me joy, like
Mm-hmm.
pure joy. I do Akashic records.
Mm-hmm.
And besides that, I also do crystals and this intuitive healing. So when I'm accessing the records, I'm able to see. So all my senses are involved. It's like watching a movie
Mm-hmm.
and being a part of it
Mm-hmm.
and experiencing everything firsthand. So to me, it's a very humbling
Mm-hmm.
experience
Mm-hmm.
because this makes me always remember what a minuscule part I am of this huge
Exactly.
universe. And it's a beautiful, humbling experience. And I think it is very important because it keeps me grounded.
Mm-hmm.
When we do this kind of work, it's very easy to get an inflated ego or feel like I'm doing everything. But no, I from my heart, I always work from that heart space.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that I'm just a channel. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm very grateful to everyone who comes across,
Mm-hmm.
who comes in my life, or whoever gets any kind of service from me,
Mm-hmm.
because first they are giving themselves permission.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They are allowing me to be a part of their journey,
Mm-hmm.
which in itself is a big honor and again, very humbling. Because most of the people who are looking for some assistance, some guidance, are the ones who have tried, but they cannot find a way.
Mm-hmm.
So I take it as a responsibility when somebody comes to me
Mm-hmm.
and they need guidance. They need to see light. Sometimes it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I do with my work with Akashic Records and crystal and intuitive healing is that when somebody comes to me, I'm able to share with them. And this is
Mm-hmm.
based on the insights that I receive in
Mm-hmm.
this energetic, beautiful space called Akasha that
Mm-hmm.
we all are surrounded with. And it's a
Mm-hmm.
part of us. So it's in us and outside of us.
Mm-hmm.
So I share with them, and there is such profound information that comes regarding the challenges that somebody is facing, um, any challenges, any patterns, because there are
Mm-hmm.
stubborn patterns that
Mm-hmm.
refuse to go away. So they change faces,
Mm-hmm.
they keep coming back. because they're trying to teach us a lesson. They're trying to remind us of something.
Exactly. And they are going to happen again and again and again until we learn.
Yes. So I help people understand where this is coming from. And the
Mhm,
beauty of it is, when you are receiving this information, there is nothing you have to go back and do. So
mhm,
it's not like Reiki. It's not like any other so-called modalities, for
mhm,
lack of words, where
mhm,
you need to do something. Now something has been shown to you. Now you need to do something. It just happens automatically, and it is absolutely amazing, because once that is brought into our awareness,
mhm,
and people resonate with it because they
mhm.
are experiencing it in their life.
And then
And I
everything
never
comes to the
ever.
right place.
Yes. And I love working from a place where I don't need to know what's going on in their life. So
Mhm,
that's the
mhm,
first thing I say. You know what? I don't want my ego to interfere. I
mhm,
don't want to have preconceived notions about anything.
mhm, mhm,
So I literally tell people I don't need to know what's going on. And once I access their records, all the information that comes, it's amazing. And I have been doing this for a long time. It still boggles my mind
mhm,
how I am talking to a stranger, and everything that comes in the records,
mhm.
they know this is happening in their life. And when I'm sharing it, they go, "Oh my God, how do you know that?" To the extent like yeah, something beautiful. Somebody, like, I always, many times get skeptical people too, which is absolutely fine. It's not something that we can put in physical form, it's an intangible thing. So
Mhm.
it's amazing. Sometimes, people come and they're testing me.
Really?
So yeah, they're like, let's see, and they're very non-committal. So they're like, okay. Then I say, okay, so I'm seeing this, and does that make any sense to you? So, well, mm, not really. And it goes to that point, like I'm shown there, there's this, I see the flowers, I see orchids, these are purple and white orchids, I see them around, there are like 11 of them around, like such details. And then I've had people, like, this orchid example is actually a very cute one, because this was a young girl,
Uh-huh. I
in
have I have a purple and white orchid on my my window.
this was actually amazing, because then when I kept saying, because they kept the records kept zooming in on that, so I was seeing these orchids really clear, bright colored, as if they
Mhm.
were in front of me. And I said, this is what they look like. And then she got up and moved around, and she said, oh my God. I said, what happened? Because this is on phone, we were talking on phone. So she goes, oh my God. I said, what happened? She goes, my mom is a florist, and I'm staying with her right now during COVID. And I just got up from the bedroom, and in the living room, there are 11 orchid plants, and they all are purple and white.
This is the proof that there is something much bigger and higher than us. And people tend to live the way we are taught in school and during the life. You go to school, you finish, you start working 9 to 5, you spend all your life running around trying to do all these things. You don't have enough time for your kids because you are at work, someone else is with your kids. This complete system, for me, is out of the order. And one of the reasons why I've actually transformed and changed my life. And you are actually helping people to do exactly that, to understand their purpose, to understand their path, to be in alignment with it, and to actually live joyful and fulfilled life. That is something that is gold. And this is why I wanted you to come to this show, because we are talking about personal growth and about business growth and all of that. Everything is connected. And we are all the frequency which is out there somewhere. And as I'm meeting more and more wonderful people who really made, as I say, social success, they all know this. And this is why I want to bring awareness up about things like having our lives in our own hands and being on our own path. Well, that's something most beautiful. Otherwise, we will regret for sure. And that's why I'm thanking you for helping so many people to get there. How can
Catherine, I would,
someone get Mhm.
yes. No, no, please go ahead.
How can someone get in touch with you? Where they can find you, and what we can expect from your magic this year?
The website is www.kindredsouls. So that's
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
KINDREDSOULS.com. And I am on Facebook, I'm on
Mm-hmm.
LinkedIn and Instagram, and the normal social media. So I will be happy to help. And I also wanted to share one more thing, because
Mm-hmm.
I've come from corporate background.
Mm-hmm.
I have worked in the service industry. I
Mm-hmm.
know the challenges. So it's not easy coming from a very logical left brain
Mm-hmm.
side of work and industry to come into this and to believe in all this energy and how it can be helped. But it's actually amazing how all of these are jigsaw puzzle pieces and they
Mm-hmm.
fit in together.
Mm-hmm.
Just because we are logical or we question everything does not mean we cannot enjoy the spiritual side of things. This is how we grow, this is how we evolve, and that starts showing in everything. Like the soulful business uh,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
coaching that I offer. It
Mm-hmm.
is for people, it is for entrepreneurs, it
Mm-hmm.
is for business people who already have something existing, and I help them align
Mm-hmm.
with the soul of their business. So when we are using this word, the business in itself is a living being. So
Exactly.
when we try to do things our own way, sometimes we are not in alignment with the business that we have. And if we are aligned with it, the business does its own thing. It is because it is there to do its work as well. So the
It's like
business,
a baby.
yes, the business is the one that starts attracting people on its own.
Yes.
And in the universe, there's a built in divine order. So
Mm-hmm.
when things are flowing with ease, that means everything is in alignment.
Mm-hmm.
And when it's an uphill battle,
Mm-hmm.
when we are struggling, that is because things are out of alignment. So, this is, if I have to say in one word, this is what I do. I help bring things in alignment
Mm-hmm.
so there is ease, grace, joy, and abundance in life.
Beautiful. And watching you now with this camera and light, you have white aura all around your beautiful body. And I hope that people will actually see that when this is recorded, but I'm seeing it. Now we are going to have some fun. And I'm going to ask you a very, very quick questions. And you have like 10 seconds to answer to me. And you will hear the hotel desk bell. The time is up. Just to spice it up a little bit. Are you
Okay.
ready?
Yes, I love it.
Wonderful. First one. What is one career that no one could imagine you in, but you would like to do that?
Oh my God. You won't believe it, Catherine.
Probably.
I would love to be a stand up comedian.
Wait,
Side of me people
what?
don't know.
Really?
Yes, this is a side of me people don't know. But I have this funny side, and I always like to see the positive in everything. Even when it comes to laughing at myself, I'm the first one. So stand up comedian. Yeah.
Wow, that's so cool. Let's make some videos and start that
Oh my
right
God, I would love
away.
it.
That's so cool. I would never guess that. I know you. I know that you're funny, but really, like doing stand-up comedy,
Oh
Corey
yes.
did that. A friend of ours who is in my group, so he was a stand-up comedian. Maybe he can help you get on a stage because
Oh my God, I would love it. And I'm
he's in
very good
Canada
with
too.
imitating as well,
What?
which and imitating, like, people, the way they
Really?
talk.
Would you like
Yeah.
to
Oh
imitate
my God.
someone? Would you like to do that? Like, would you like
Um,
to imitate someone? What you like to do the most?
who would you like me to imitate?
Whoever you would like. I mean, this is the funny part. Let's go.
I know. Okay, so what would you like me to say? Maybe this person you don't know, but I have a friend, and I hope she will be listening to this. Very serious. Like, yeah, no, no crap, cut it out.
Well, we will ask her. You should tag her when we publish this. Okay. The next
I'm
one.
sure she'll be like, "Oh my god, I don't know, I sound like this."
Name one thing that brings you joy.
One thing. Well, it's not a thing, but my fur babies. I have two dogs and a cat, and I love them. I just
Wonderful.
love, 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 love them. They sleep with me at night. They're the first ones to greet me, and they just bring me so much joy. Hey, whatever I'm doing outside, I look forward to running back home so I can be with them. They're the best. They accept you unconditionally. They're not like teenage children,
Mm-hmm,
who think,
mm-hmm,
okay, mom,
mm-hmm,
what are you doing? Like,
mm-hmm,
like mostly the human kids are more
mm-hmm.
like in their own zone, and when they're teenagers they're more like, okay, please, don't disturb me. They won't say it, they just give you that look. But your pets are the ones, you'll be like, oh my god, you're home, I missed you. So
Yeah.
I,
And
I
people
love my fur
people who
babies.
like people who like animals have that special soul. I see it as special. um, Much more genuine, and that unconditional love is doing magic. Like, first thing I actually did when my parents separated, I bought a dog to my mom. Yeah. If you had the option of living on another planet,
Oh my god, this would sound
which one
crazy.
would it be?
um I would love to go on Jupiter. I don't know why I feel
Why?
such a
Like, why? Why?
I feel such a connection with Jupiter, and I'm hoping. I know Elon Musk is, doing his thing for Mars and all, and everyone. If he can take people there, I'm hoping in my lifetime we can go to Jupiter as well.
That's so cool. I would like to go to Venus because it rotates on the opposite
It's a
side
love planet too, right?
oh, and it's a love planet too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you so much for being my guest. I truly enjoyed, and I hope you did too.
I did. I loved it. Thank you so much for having me here, Catherine. So much. I love you.
It's my pleasure. Love you too. Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye.